And good morning, Haps. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. How are we all doing on this Friday, February 19th, 2021? Current time is 06:32 a.m. Eastern Time here in the southern tier of upstate New York, where I live and reside. Running a little late, but we're here nonetheless on Haps. Haps.tv. And big day here. The return of @Fireman Rich over there on Twitter. And but my name is Richard Roberts here on the Haps. And I appreciate you. I'm just checking some streams. Oh, excuse me. Just checking some streams here. We have 5 on the eyeball already. Let's see. We're up on the Twitch. Our sound is good. And let's see. I'm not seeing it. Live morning coffee. Oh, there's the Haps. Okay. We got the Haps. It's I guess it's populating now. Let's see. Is it going over there? Does it go directly or does it populate afterwards on the YouTube TV where Richard Roberts on YouTube, but it's if it's / the username TFPFP is one. Okay, yep, it's showing up on the YouTube. Okay. We are on the YouTube. There we go. Okay, that's looking pretty fine. Okay, we're on Twitch. We're on YouTube. We are on Twitter Live, hopefully. Let's see. Twitter Live. Or is it just gives a signal? Oh, it just it's giving the Haps thing. Okay, it's right above the post there this morning. And I also posted there in the comments for Haps. Good morning to all in Tioga County, New York, and southern tier of upstate New York. Broadcast on Haps and have fun. Actually, for Twitter, it should be tweet on Twitter and have fun. Positive hashtag positive start to the day. Hashtag PSTTD. And we got the next one. Live life and have fun. Positive start to the day. Hashtag and positive. Hashtag PSTTD. And then we have our thought for the day. We're going to get to that in a bit. But then right after that, I have on my Twitter feed @Fireman Rich a picture of Max. And that's why I've been off most of the social media networks here for the last couple of months. We did have a loss in our family, our canine member of the family, Max, who passed away last December, just before the big storm. He was 16 years old. He was best dog ever. And I'm remembering him now. I'm on an even keel here, thanks to Haps, as far as getting back on these social media networks, as far as that goes. And I appreciate it. As far as, let's see, we got your multicast, 2 starting and 3 running. Okay. We'll see how that works. But I am back on, I'm also over there on Facebook. As far as if my cousins out there in Minnesota see me, I've got it on my personal page, as well as I do have a @Fireman Rich. It's the real Fireman Rich over there on Facebook, the real Fireman Rich, and it's not posting up there. I wonder if it'll post up afterwards. We'll have to look at that, but it is coming up on the YouTube. There is a posting on Twitter. I didn't connect Periscope. I was a little hesitant about the connecting Periscope. I do have it connected, but I disconnected it just before this broadcast. Oh, by the way, I do have the morning coffee because that's what we're here, Friday morning coffee. And, oh, that's tasting good. That's tasting good this morning. Yelling out to the Haps there. And, but So we're looking pretty good as far as that goes on Twitch and YouTube, and there's a posting on Twitter, so that's pretty good. I don't know about the Facebook thing. I'm not going to connect Facebook all the time, but this is my first time back posting over on Twitter and Instagram. Let me check Instagram. Let's see how that looks, because I did connect to Instagram. Does it post on Instagram? Let's see. I don't know. It didn't post anything. I got a picture of Max. Max is, you can see Max, picture of Max there in the backyard that was taken of him. And we love him dearly. We remember him every frickin' day he's been gone. So he's in my heart right here, buddy. He's back there. We had him cremated, and he's in the. So we say good morning to him. So he's here with us in our hearts and in spirits, not physically and stuff. And we miss him dearly. But I am back after 2 months. And like I said, I came across Haps right around after New Year's, and I was watching, and then it just drew me in. It drew me back onto this thing called the internet, because I literally, when Max passed, I didn't want to have anything to do with this thing called the internet as far as social media, because it had been becoming pretty toxic, and but I'm not going to talk about that, because this is my morning gig to where I talk about get a positive start to the day as far as that goes. And as let's see, we got what's that? Oh, that's just a mobile live dashboard on Twitch. So I am broadcasting here on Haps. I like Haps. I've been here for 50 days now as far as that goes. I started right after January 1st looking at it, and I'm explaining this all again because I've got a number of those that are watching this via the YouTube, the Twitch, and Twitter, primarily Twitter, because I will be broadcasting or having it connected to Twitter. Because I'm back on Twitter now. I am back. I sent two good online friends, one over in Scotland and one over in Oregon. Yeah. Is it Oregon? Where is he from? I have it here. Yeah, Oregon. He's over. I wonder if he's in the power, because I have a good, interesting story to talk about too, but I wonder if he's in the power outage out there in Oregon, because we have some power outages down in Texas. Very good friend of mine I've known over 40 years lives down in Texas. An Air Force buddy, Dave Muncie. I'll give him a shout out. He's the fire chief there at Shepherd Air Force Base, and his lovely wife Kathy is down there. I worked with both of them in my younger day as a Air Force firefighter, and that's one of the reasons I wanted to connect into Facebook, to where the Facebook people on my personal page can see that I'm back on social media. My primary one, other than being Haps for live streaming, is going to be Twitter, at Fireman Rich on Twitter. On Haps, I'm known as Richard Roberts, but you can call me at Fireman Rich. It's interchangeable here on these social networks. So it feels good to be back, even though I was hiding out here on Haps for the last month and a half, I guess you could say. And I'm back in the saddle. It just took me a lot to post everything before going live here, as far as making sure everything's okay, and as far as that goes. And let me see, is it going to? I'm just curious on what. Okay, it's going. It's going. That's the important thing. It's so our thought for the day. Let me bring that up. Our thought for the day is after I post those items that I just talked about in the chat there. I usually post that. That's a regular postings. But I got to make sure I put tweet on Twitter, because that's over on Twitter, so it has to refer to Twitter. On Haps here, it's like broadcast on Haps and have fun. So I have a lot of sayings, and I like quotes. So I usually have a thought for the day, which is already posted over there on Twitter, as well as over there on Facebook. And where else did I post it? No, I guess those are the main two other than Haps here. Again, recognizing the eyeball, 15 people already, so that's great. I am always saying if I get more than two people or more, I'm golden, man. I'm doing great. So our thought for today, it's coming up right now. Oh, I forgot to the weather. I'll get to the weather after here. This is the thought for the day. Reflect upon your present blessings, of which every man has many, not on your past misfortunes, of which all men have some. So we all have some misgivings and, skeletons in the closets, I guess you could say, or whatever. But reflect upon your present blessings. And my present blessing is that we had Max. We had Max for 16 years. He gave us love and joy, and that's a big one for me as far as that goes, and also the family. And but we all must move on and live our lives, or to honor those that have passed before us, and so it's sort of bittersweet. But Max is in a better place as far as. Um, Becoming an old dog and all that. He had some health issues and stuff like that, but we remember him, and we feel him every day. So that is my blessing, as far as which I have many also. The big one, my family. That's always the number one in my list. Number one at the top of the list is family, and Max is part of our family as far as that goes. So if you're watching this on Haps and on the replay, check out my Twitter feed at Fireman Rich, and there's a great picture of Max there smiling and panting a little bit. So I got it right here. Let me see. I got it up here on the Instagram page that I have here. Let's see. I put it up there. There he is. Max is here in the broadcast, and usually when I do this gig, I would do it on Anchor, where I'm at also Anchor. At Fireman Rich on Anchor. He'd be sitting back here on the back pillow, and Jack is there. Jack is he's the eldest cat. He's one of 6 cats, and then Max's ashes are in a box right there in the hutch. And we have I have this. My father made this. It's uh, a fire hydrant, ceramic fire hydrant, painted red. And the hutch has a door, and it's in there big enough. It's good size. It's probably about almost 2 feet high. It's a good size ceramic, and Max is right there. So what dog wouldn't want to be next to a hydrant? It's the going joke. So we love you, Max. Okay, that was our thought for the day. The weather here, and actually you can see because I have that window and this window. You can see the snow out there on the tree. We got a little bit dusting of snow last night. We're currently, it's about 20, it says 20 on the net here, and it's 29 on the thermometer out in the kitchen. So it's about 20 to 29 degrees Fahrenheit, mainly cloudy with snow showers around this morning. High 34 degrees Fahrenheit, winds light and variable, chance of snow 90%. It just looks like after 8 o'clock it's going to be cloudy. So that's probably downstate. We're supposed to get about 3 or 4 inches and stuff like that. But this morning the sun will be rising at 6:56, which is actually in about let's see, 5, 10, 12 minutes. And the reason I broadcast, I'm on a day off today. I'm on a day off from the day job, so I'm sort of dragging here a little bit, but I have some things I got to do this morning. That I've taken a day off. I have a really long weekend. I have today off, which is Friday. I have Saturday, Sunday. I got Monday next week, Tuesday, Wednesday, and then I go back to work next Thursday. So I got some vacation time I have to take in conjunction with the weekend here. And what better way to start it out but to come back and say good morning to you all, having the morning coffee. Oh, by the way, the sun will be setting at 5:54 p.m. today. So let me check one more time on the social media Okay, there's the Haps. That's on there. Friday morning coffee. Okay. We're on live at, God, it looks pretty good on the YouTube. Wow, that is looking great. One is watching on the YouTube too. Thank you. Oh, that's me. And then Facebook, let me see. I go to my main Facebook. There's nothing there. Maybe he'll come in afterwards. I don't know. Let's see. We'll see. We'll check that out afterwards as far as that goes. And but we're going to continue on with our little story, interesting story, because it pertains to, like I said, a friend that sort of was wondering where I was at last month, along with another friend over in there. One was in Scotland and one out there in Oregon. The one in Oregon, I think, might be having a power outage, so this might help in the power outage situation. But it's it deals mostly with the Aussies, Australia. It's down there in Australia, but my good friend down in Texas, they've been without power for a week now since the ice storm that started. But the interesting story is about the world's first home hydrogen battery powers your home for 3 days, is recyclable and not a fire risk. Hydrogen, that can be pretty, they did make a bomb out of it, right? And it's some pretty volatile stuff. So, but they refer to the Texas power outages that's going on right now. That's in the headlines this week. It's worth looking to a startup that's developing the world's first renewable hydrogen power energy storage system. At full charge, it can furnish a house with electricity for about 3 days. That's a full house. If you ever seen a friend that you want to switch to solar panels, you may have gotten the snarky reply along the lines, "What's happened when it's clouds?" Now, I can say I've got two. They're smaller solar panels. They're 6 panels, three panels on a set. So the one set, they're 45 watts. So I got 90 watts total. I've had them out when there's cloud covers, and it still charges the 120 amp deep cell battery that I have. So I think that's a notion. It depends on the density of the clouds, I guess. But what happens when it's cloudy? Well, mine, I can honestly say from firsthand experience, my solar panels still charge when it gets cloudy because that sun is still radiating some rays. But as frustrating as it is to hear, for some time it's been a legitimate drawback to rooftop PV panels. But just as electrical car batteries have improved through the 2010s, the option of storing solar power for nighttime or during cloudy periods have become rapidly more available. For homes in New South Wales, Australia, Lavo, L-A-V-O, is offering a green battery storage system to retain the sun for darker days, using a clever system of electrolyze to generate energy from stored hydrogen. The special material in which the hydrogen is stored is safer than conventional techniques. It has a product life of around 30 years and can be recycled. I guess that's the battery itself. Hooked up to the water main and any commercial available rooftop PV solar arrays, the solar energy is used to power the electrolyzers to convert water into hydrogen and oxygen, with the former going into a patented hydrid storage material and later simply returned into the air. So I've talked about this as far as them converting hydrogen into energy. There's some big plants that are looking at this concept here that I've come across in the past. But this is on a smaller scale for the home use. A fuel cell converts stored hydrogen back into electricity when the battery is switched on, and the fact that the hydrogen is stored in a solid state rather than a liquid or gas removes the normal considerable fire hazards from the material. Well, that's interesting. The size of a home refrigerator costs, oh, okay, here's the cost. It costs $29,500. The Lavo hydrogen battery can store 3 times more power than comparable home lithium battery systems. So this would be good out in the rural area as far as that goes. Along, hook it up with the what's that? Elon Musk's internet system, Star something. All the satellites buzzing around. That's a pretty neat system too. Within the battery is a bank of detachable units that can also be used to power other hydrogen electric machines from Lavo, including bicycle and a barbecue. There you go. Company spokesman says the Eco Lodge has already pre-ordered one with Growing Brothers, an Australian investment company and clothing business, announced last January. It had signed on as an investor to Lavo, committing to buy 200 batteries for properties across the country where it's rural out there. Good morning, Hassan. Good morning, sir. Coming from the Twitch side. Good morning. Yes, we're on the Twitch, and we're also over on YouTube Live, and there's 3 others running. I guess we posted as far as that goes. I'm just I'm doing my first time major. Everything except Periscope. I'm not broadcasting on Periscope. I didn't want to do Periscope. I just wanted to see if Twitter Live would come in, and it just posted the link as far as over there on Twitter and stuff. So, but let's see, just to finish, to make 200 batteries. We shall let you know when the technology comes to Texas and beyond, because Texas could. Just talking about an article about the world's first hydrogen battery that powers your house for 3 days, and I guess it's a company down there in Australia, and that's over in it's further south from where Hassan is. He's over there in Malaysia, where it's about 8 o'clock in the evening. So we're getting our day started as he is just getting his day, ending his day, and you can see Hassan the snow. You can see the snow on the tree. We got a little bit of dusting of snow. And also it's daylight right now because let's see, no, in about 4 minutes the sun will be right. But it is snowing out there right now. It's coming down a little bit, so we'll be getting some snow this morning as far as that goes. And so we're over. Let's see, let me check the Twitch side where Hassan is. There he is. Hello, sir. We'll go ahead and type that in. Hello, sir. With a happy face. Oh, happy face. There we go. There we go. Hassan is over on the Twitch side. Very good. There we go. And it comes on here. I like that comments coming in. It's just that's pretty neat. So I'm on a day off today, Hassan. I've got some errands I got to do this morning. And but I got some use or lose vacation time, so I took today off, and next Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. So with the weekend, I've got 6 days off. So I'll be using. And you're doing great, very good, and I am doing great too. As I said in the beginning of the broadcast here, I am back on Twitter. As far as I got a picture, you might want to check out my Twitter feed, Hassan. I got a picture of my Max that passed away in December. It's taken me a couple months to make that post because we love him. We love Max. Max was he was our best dog ever, I guess you could say. Here's a picture of him here. If I'll go ahead and post it up there again. There he is. I have him with me, a picture of him always. He's a great dog and stuff. So, but we're getting our day started here, and I'm running a little late on this broadcast, but I'm going to be just sort of taking care of what I got to take care of. This, we got 26 on the eyeball. Wow, that is fantastic. I've been getting at least double what I usually get. What's actual live stream views, I'll get double on the replays, and I'm just astounded by that. I'm not here about the numbers and stuff like that. But it's something to recognize, because you are the viewers and you are taking the time, and that is greatly appreciated. And I guess I am a broadcaster from what I've been told, though I just think I'm a knucklehead doing a live stream here. But anyway, I think it's appropriate to recognize those people that do view and do stop in, and as well as the people in the comments, like Hassan. Hassan. I think I'm pronouncing it pretty. Am I getting closer? It's so. And I like being I love having Hassan here, as far as he's part of the HAPS group. The HAPS, a very great group of people here. He's over on Twitch. I'm going to be trying Twitch over the weekend, Hassan, as far as like I was saying the other day, using the StreamYard, I guess, to try and bring people. Maybe I can bring you in along with Randy this weekend. Well, his weekend's already started, because in the Middle East, I guess. Oh, there's Randy. Speaking of the devil, there he is. Good morning, sir. I'm just at the tail end of the broadcast here, and get my day started here. I'm on a day off, and I know today is just saying, over there where Randy's at, his weekend started yesterday, because it's Friday, Saturday where he's at over there in the Middle East, in Saudi Arabia. The sandbox, as I like to call it. And yes, it started. Yes, okay. We are doing a group Twitch call-in. Oh, right now? I don't see, or you're going to be doing a group, because I'm getting ready to end right now, and I'll be looking for that. I'll just I'll be ending this here, because I'm coming up on my 30-minute limit here for the morning coffee. Let's plan later tonight, guys. Okay, yeah, I'm off today. Love to join your session. Hassan says, and I would too, Randy. I'm curious about doing that and stuff like that, and maybe I'll get better bandwidth and stuff. That some people say I don't have good bandwidth. I have good bandwidth. It's just if I get into and I'm not going to do this anymore. If there's a broadcast going on and I get an invite and there's like 3 or 4 people in there, I'm not freaking going into that broadcast anymore. I'm sorry. I'm done with that. It's just like every time I try and get my system gets all gummed up. I have great bandwidth. It's just that this system of HAPS, for certain people in certain parts of the country, from what I've seen on this program, and I'm no expert, Randy, I don't know, you know more than me, but just from my observation, I've seen people from different places. Or I can start in a minute. Let me wake up from the nap. Okay, I can get another second cup of coffee here. I got time for that, Randy. But people from other parts of the country that have the same cell phone that other people have. They have the same PC. So this crap that I don't have good bandwidth it's a bunch of bunk, and I don't really care for it. So I'm not going to deal with it anymore. So if I'm in a broadcast, if I see a broadcast, I'll sit off to the side. But if I get an invite, and we have some broadcasters here that like to bring everybody in the kitchen sink into their broadcast, it gums up the works. You got to have a limit. You got to keep it down to 2 or 3. When I'm in a broadcast where there's 2 or 3 people. Use a VPN to LN or Bay Area, and HAPS is clear. Yeah, I know about the VPN, but it's just a fact that you got to know your limitations. That would be stellar for me, Randy. But I know I have good bandwidth. I've been on other platforms. This is beta, and we have to recognize that. It's beta. It's going to be crap sometimes. And I know I've been in your broadcast, Randy, and it's been stellar, and I'm in and out. And it's just the different systems. I could be wrong, okay? But I'm just venting right now because I got a little pissed last night as far as I'm making the attempt to go into a broadcast and I get dropped and stuff like that. And I do I have control over it? Yeah, to a certain extent. But then, we're on HAPS. It's fucking beta. Okay, I'll cool down. Cool down, Rich. Think positive. I got a little carried away there. Sorry. But it is beta. And it's fun, but last night I got a little frustrated, so I just sort of just shut everything down. But I'm back here on social media now, folks. So, okay, let's go ahead and I'm going to go ahead and exit stage left. Randy, we'll be looking for you. I'll be camping out. I'll be getting I can see snow on the trees. Yes, there is some snow here. We have some dusting, and it is snowing outside. We might be getting another inch, it looks like. We saw the deer out there. The deer were out there nibbling on the trees and stuff like that. So they're trying to get a breakfast and stuff like that. So I agree 100%, man. I was pissed. Okay, Randy. So Randy knows Randy has talked about this before as far as some of the quirks that are still here, and he has other platforms and stuff like that. And he's motivating me to use other platforms as well. And I'm looking stellar on YouTube. I'm doing YouTube. I got it to Twitter. It's posted to Twitter, Randy, and I do the Facebook also. So it hasn't popped up on Facebook yet. And but I'm loving that as far as the multicast and stuff like that. So that ability for Haps is stellar. It's a big thumbs up. And I'm golden right now. Good picture, good sound. And it's just that when I try and get into a broadcast, it's just a crowd, and you got to wait your turn and be patient, stuff like that. I'm through with that. It's just like, if you're going to have me in when there's one other person or two other people. But if there's more than two people, I'm not entering your session anymore. That's my standing rule right now, I guess. So we'll just leave it at that. Okay, folks, I'm going to go ahead and exit stage left here. And we're going to all go over to Twitch to when Randy gets his coffee and he's waking up from a nap. He'll probably get another coffee or something like that. I know I will, and we'll hang out there for a little bit, stuff like that. Thank you again for being here on my Friday morning coffee for this February 19th, 2021. Greatly appreciated. You all have a great one. Live life, have fun. Ciao for now. As always, peace. Live in 2 minutes over there on Twitch for Randy Horton. Randy W. Horton. We'll see you there, Randy. Ciao for now, folks.